Hello, Virgo. So Virgo, this is your November 2020. So Virgo, your card comes up and it is about patience. Patience is for the month of November for you. So patience is in every single aspect. Whether this is being patient, waiting for new love to come in, whether it's being patient for the money, the flow to start changing and getting better for you, it is coming. Things are being worked out behind the scenes. Don't worry. I also feel like there is something coming up here because it is showing the strength card for your next card up. You have the strength card, which is telling me, Virgo, that you have the power within you to get through to the next level. There is going to be some things that are questioned, some things that may feel like an obligation, like a big responsibility, like a big chore, something you don't know if you can handle or not. But this is definitely going to make you feel very happy, very content in a situation. I also think there's going to be an opportunity here for you to finally realize that, Virgo, what you've been waiting for has always been right in front of you. For some of you, you're waiting to see where things are going to turn out or how things are going to turn out because of the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is always showing me that you're waiting and you're looking up to see, God, how are these chips going to fall? How is everything going to fall into place? Everything seems like it's a mess right now. I might have lost my job. I might have lost my apartment. I may have lost my car. I'm wondering how I'm going to recover this relationship that I was in. My partner may have left. Somebody may have chosen someone else over me. Whatever your situation is that you're going through right now, Virgo, things are about to change dramatically. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Well, first of all, you're going to be able to finally wake up and realize that you are no longer the Eight of Swords being trapped. You're not in prison. You're not being held captive. You're not being kept there. It feels like that. It feels like you're stuck in a corner. It feels like you feel like you can't get out of this corner. There's no way out of this corner. But in fact, when you look hard enough, when you take your time, when you see things for what they truly are, you will see. Although not always easy to find, but the answers are truly there. For some of you, it is going to be based on luck in a lot of ways. There's going to be a lot of lucky things that happen to you, a lot of lucky decisions that get made. There's also going to be a balance for you coming through that is going to knock your socks off, so to speak. Something is truly going to knock your socks off. What do I mean by that? Something unexpected is going to happen to you that is really going to make you smile. It's also going to give you so much energy, and it's going to give you so much drive to do what you need to do. Things that you didn't find the motivation to do before, you're now going to be able to do. A lot of you have the King of Wands here in front of you, which is going to be a new destination. Some of you may decide to transfer from one job place to another. Some of you may decide to transfer from one state to another. Some of you may be going across country, even coming up very soon. You may go stay with different family members to try something new. For some of you, you may have been dealing with somebody who wanted to have their cake and eat it too, because when the King of Pentacles comes up, this is somebody who's very adamant, somebody who can be very authoritative, somebody who can be very stubborn, somebody who doesn't want to work with you, somebody who didn't want to meet you halfway, which is why you have had so many issues with this person. But there is a balance that's going to come in. Changes are happening. Some of you may be going back to school. You may be looking and trying to decide what exactly you want to do now. There's definitely some big changes that you want to make. But I feel like a lot of you have many different options, but there is one particular field that you do truly love and you have always wanted to be part of. For some of you, you are dealing with the Eight of Wands. What do I talk about with the Eight of Wands? Number 8 is about change. So again, there is a lot of change coming in for you. When I talk about wands, wands can talk about creativity. You may make change yourself with your creativity. Now, at the same time, the Eight of Wands can talk about travel. It can also talk about change, and it can talk about movement. It can also talk about there being an opportunity here for you to finally move forward about something. You may have also had someone pass judgment on you or be making judgment calls, but this is definitely you going to refuse something that way. I feel like this is also going to talk about the Knight of Swords, because somebody is definitely willing to step forward and step up to be able to do things for you that are going to help you to grow, help you to learn. This is somebody who's willing to fight for you or defend you. There is going to be an opportunity for many of you in the month of November to finally get out of this corner, this hole that you feel like you were caught up in. There's going to be plenty of time for you to experience a whole new way of thinking. Some of you, in fact, are very heavily making decisions now as we speak. Again, and this card came up in a lot of the readings today, which is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is talking about balance, talking about adaptability, talking about you're going to be able to figure this out. You're going to be able to get acclimated to a situation that is right in front of you. For some of you, don't fear or worry about something that has happened that you can't see, because justice is going to take over. There's also going to be a lot of opportunity for you to create harmony. There is going to be a lot of love around your home coming up. Your confidence is going to boost. Your self-confidence will boost. Your friendships will be coming closer. You are going to communicate more to somebody that you haven't been talking to recently. I also feel like for some of you, this manifestation that you're working on for money and for career and for movement, trying to find change. I also feel like a lot of you are definitely happy about the stability that you finally did find. So you are stable in your situation right now, and you are taking care of you. You're not depending on anybody else, it shows at this time. It's all about you. Also, here we go talking about synchronicity. Also, there could be something to do with comfort in that. But at the same time, you're going to remain a very solitude, very calm, very patient in a certain situation. You are going to find the emotional balance that you've been striving and looking for. For some of you, this is a visionary thing. For some of you, this is you wanting to be very energetic and very like a go-getter. You're starting to get that feeling back where you know something's got to be done, and now you're very excited wanting to do it. Some of you can hardly sleep at night because you're so excited for the next day to come, because you want to start tackling this problem, this situation. For some of you, there is a rite of passage here. For some of you, there's a rite of passage. There may be a transaction or transition coming for you, something that may make you see something in a different way, or you may start paying attention to the religion that you were brought up with. For some of you, I do feel like you don't like this conflict that you've been in with somebody. You don't like this arguing back and forth, or you don't like the silent treatment that somebody's been giving you. For some of you, this has been something that you've been waiting every day, checking your phone constantly or checking for messages to see, is this person going to communicate with me today? Is this person going to finally straighten this out? Is this person finally going to tell me that they don't want to be away from me, that they miss me, that they love me? Somebody has been waiting. One of you guys have been waiting for quite some time for somebody to just say, I love you. They tell you, they hear you tell them, but they don't respond back with the same words. For some of you, this is getting to the point where you're running yourself from one extreme to the other. You guys are wanting to believe that there is something better out there for you, and it is true. But you have been deceived. There has been so many secrets. The Moon card is talking about somebody not wanting to tell you something, or not wanting to show you something, not wanting to share something with you. This is somebody who's definitely struggling here, trying to keep things a secret, or trying to keep things away from you, trying to keep you from really seeing the truth about them. Somebody may have a relationship that you didn't know about, or they may still be married and you didn't know that either. For some of you, there's going to be some hesitation here because you're not going to know how to handle a certain situation. For some of you, you don't feel that you can fix things, but it's the truth that you can rewrite the story. You are going to be able to rewrite the story the way you want it to go. For some of you, you are dealing with sadness, extreme sadness, because you're feeling very despair, very alone, very abandoned, true. But at the same time, you know what's going to happen here. A lot of you know that you were refusing to see the truth about a certain situation, but now things are going to flow. Things are going to flow so smoothly for you. Things are finally all that water that came through like that storm, it washed all the bad stuff out. It took the toxic away. It made that person leave. They didn't leave by accident. They left because you didn't push them out of the way. So God and the universe took over that and had that person removed from your life, because right now they're not doing what they should have been doing to take care of you. A message from your angels say that I will always point you in the right direction. Please trust us, because I will always point you in the right direction. That is a message from your angels. A lot of you are going to have to take back your control in a situation because things have gotten really out of hand. But I definitely feel like you are going to find the truth in a certain situation. Your pride will no longer stand in the way. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with somebody who is very egotistical, somebody who is all about themselves and doing only what served them. This was a person who didn't worry about how you felt or what you were doing or how your finances were or if they could help you. Their answers were always about them. Their questions were always about them. What can you do for me? What can you do for me? Where can you take me? What can you buy me? What can you give me? How can you fix this? But at the same time, nobody was there for you. So this is where it's going to come down to in the month of November for you guys. You're going to be able to get through these situations. You may consider to move, some of you. Some of you may consider to go with family. Some of you may consider to move to another state or another country. But some of you are definitely going to create movement here. November is going to be about movement. You're going to be preparing yourself for this new transformation that's coming about you, this new way of thinking. You're going to wake up either within the next 3 days. You're going to get up and have all this energy to want to fix things, get things back on track, start doing things the right way. And this is all coming quickly. So during the month of November, you're going to work hard. But during December, you're going to reap the benefits and the rewards of all of this. So the benefits and the rewards are coming. You will reap them very soon.